Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. What I want to talk to you about today is, I wouldn't call it drama, but the call out that Jgiggs did yesterday, calling out to all content creators to ask their community for themselves and to ask their community to stop spending in Raid till they manage the game better. Because I'm following Jgiggs and I like his content, whether it was the older one or the most recent one focusing on that FTP daily grind. So I like the guy and I like what he said there. And I wouldn't have commented on it because if you've been noticing from my videos, from my most recent videos, I started focusing on the free-to-play series, doing less videos on endgame because it's a bit stale right now. Maybe just some updates on my Acrasia mid-game account. But all in all, I've been where he's asking us to be for quite a few months now. He's saying stop spending till they do it better because they are doing a worse and worse job as time goes by in the past couple of months. And I was already there. Yeah, so I didn't think of commenting on it specifically. But then I've seen response from other content creators on what Jgiggs said because he was explicitly calling out all content creators in his video. And then, of course, the big guys, some of them reply to him in their own videos. First, I hear someone saying, well, you're a tiny content creator. This conversation is not about you. It's about the big guys who can actually make a change, which was one of my points in the video, that this is how change is made on a small and big scales as well. So if I have way less viewers and subscribers and some of those big ones, if I'm jeopardizing the chance of my channel to grow by talking negatively about the only game I'm covering on the channel, so be it. But yeah, I'm not jumping on the trend. I don't want the hype. I won't tag any of the content creators I talk about in this video. I seriously want to talk about the game and how we can make it better. So the videos, and I'll link the description in the description of this video. I'll link all of the videos that I'll talk about today and all of the content creators that I will show you or talk about them today. Those are guys I respect, I have big respect for, I followed them, they inspired me greatly to start my channel, so I don't mean any disrespect by disagreeing with some of what they said. So first of all, Jgiggs, kudos to you, man. You're doing your own gig away from, no pun intended, away from the crowd and succeeding at it. Yes, lower numbers and all of that, but you're doing something that you enjoy. And you decided to not only to step out of the crowd, to step out of the grind, but to highlight it for us. And I thank you for this. You're telling players the positive message of you don't have to grind. It's okay to miss out on fusions. It's okay to miss out on shard events. You don't have to spend your whole day inside the game in fear of missing something. So thank you for doing this, and I completely agree with you on the call out that you've done, that you've did yesterday, because it's not about the money. It's not about Plarium wanting more money for us, but it's about that they've become lazy. They don't want to even to do the effort. Release Taras and Marishka, make them OP, so Krakens will wail after them, Krakens and whales, and everybody else will wish if they have those two champs. But you did an effort in designing those champs and releasing them and testing them. But what's this? What are these rewards? You're just making it way too lazy. What are these events? And we'll come to talk about that in a bit. This is at least 1,000 points higher than where it was before. You're making it harder and harder for people to get anything inside the game, to push them to spend the easy way. It's not fun anymore. We used to enjoy Raid way more than this, and it's not because I've been playing for over 3 years now. It's about you've been doing a worse job. You've been lazy, and you just want the money without spending the effort for it. Do an effort. Give us good content. and people will be encouraged to spend more. So that's why I'm agreeing in general with Jgiggs here that yes, the numbers should start telling Plarium that something is wrong, players are not happy, we need to fix this. First content creator I want to call out here is, of course, the biggest, Mr. Hill Hades himself. And I'm not calling him out on top of Jgiggs calling him out because I want just to jump on the trend, like to call out the biggest content creator on the scene. But because I think he's wrong. For a guy who's mostly right, at least in my opinion, about like how the game should be run. I'm not talking about champs or stupid stuff, but I'm talking about how the game should be run, whether they're greedy or not, this pass is good, this pass is bad, all of that stuff. He's mistaken there. Am I hiding him? No. Yeah. So he looks even upset from me at this point. Yeah. Why I think HH is wrong. HH, you are absolutely wrong in your reply to Jgiggs, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. First of all, he started by saying that Jgiggs went all Stu gaming on us, and I don't agree with that. In some of my, like in one of my older videos, I said that what Stu Gaming was doing is wrong because he was trashing other content creators, he wasn't respecting anyone. That's not what Jgiggs is doing. Jgiggs is calling out the content creator respectfully and for logical reasons. He didn't call anybody names, he didn't say, if you don't do this, you're all bad or whatever. He just explained his reasons and asked for the community to interact with him and help him push for a change. He wasn't being unreasonable about it, so that's why I disagree with Hell Hades in that specific point. The other point that he said is that he said that most players playing the game don't even watch those videos on YouTube, so we cannot make a change. But actually, this is how change is made. If English-speaking community, let's say, released those videos and took a stance telling their community, telling their viewers, don't buy stuff, stop spending till they fix the game. If we have 100,000 players, which is not a big number, stopping to spend $10 per month on the game, that's $1 million. Is it now? Yeah. So, and that's a big dent in the revenue. I'm not talking about us stopping the Krakens from spending thousands of dollars. 100K players, $10 each, that's a dent big enough for them to notice us and to ask, why is that happening? And start to correct it. Replace people that's been doing a horrible job for so long. Replace people that's been lazy. Change the metrics that you're calculating your stuff on. So HH, we can make a difference. So that's the other thing. And the third thing that he said that I disagree with, that all of us are adults, all players playing this game are adults, and I'm not telling anyone what to do. But you're watching this video right now for entertainment and for guidance, sort of. We're chatting about the game. My friend is an adult, I don't tell him what to do, but I tell him my opinion. I tell him, don't spend with this company, don't buy that stuff till they make it better. So we can advise each other. We can encourage each other to take a stand. So yeah, HH missed big on this one. Matt Capper had a good call out for the community. He's saying that content creators basically release videos that they think, well, from views, from previous views, and from what YouTube is telling them, you guys want to watch. So if you want to watch someone videos, shard opening videos, they will buy packs and they will open them for you. If you want to watch them buy the passes and max them out, if you want to watch them max Xena one day after she's released into the game, they will do that for the views because that's their actual jobs. They're not getting paid from Plarium, but they are getting paid by you, and you tell them what you want them to do. So if you're watching more a different type of content, and if you're encouraging them to do this via comments and interactions, then that will encourage them to do that. So basically, Matt Capper is saying, you do it. You help us do it. So I'm calling out to everyone watching this video now, Yeah, it's on you as much as on the content creators or those who are creating videos. Third one that's bringing a very interesting point is nub raids. Uh, so nub raids is calling out a few things that I wanted just to reiterate there. One of them is that like the most recent fusions, the ones that I'm skipping right now, partially because of this, it doesn't have any additional fragments. Usually we had at least like 20 additional fragments so we can skip a couple of events. So as removing that to push people either to grind all day, all the fusion period to get the fusion, or to just buy the 10 or fragments or whatever they are missing for packs. So that's bad. Then he's going to BGE. BGE, for those who don't know it, is one of the older content creators in the game. Let me just find where it is. Come on. Okay, yeah. So he's comparing, BGE stopped playing the game for a while now. He's comparing the points of the events with that, and you'll see the huge inflation. Like that's 3,700. Like notice here in the video, it was, so it's over 1,200 more points than, what is that, Rorik? Probably, or whoever this is. So the inflation in the points, you're pushing the player to spend gems, to grind harder, to stay longer in the game without any actual enjoyment. We don't enjoy the grind. So he's calling this out as well, which is a great point there. So you're making it less fun and think that you're more successful just because people are spending more time in the game. And he brings out the other major point that I want to bring in the video, other than disagreeing with Hell Hades, is that Plarium's analytics are fake. Let me, bring the game here, and I'll give you an easy example there. They are seeing people grind, basically setting their blue stacks to grind dungeons or RSL helper to farm all night, 40k energy or whatever on Fire Knight. And then as a metric, they are seeing this as players enjoy the game because they are spending more time into it. No, they are leaving it on auto, which is fine. There is a grinding or farming aspect of the game, but they are enjoying it less and less. Because when you force me, instead of my account with my like dungeon farming time or whatever, instead of me spending, like let's say, 12 hours in total to get the needed points from a Fire Knight tournament, to double the points and make me grind for 24 hours, well, spread over 2 or 3 days, you're making me enjoy the game less. Because usually, what I will do if I'm farming Fire Knight for the points, I'm not checking the champs and thinking about, okay, I want to build a faster team for Spider or for, I don't know, whatever, a better team for Clan Boss, or I want to play around with my Hydra teams. One of the silliest parts of the game that takes so much time. No, I'm farming Fire Knight and I can't do anything else. So I farm Fire Knight, put my phone down, and that's it. So people are enjoying the game less. Plarium, you need to fix your metrics. By which area of the game players are spending their time on. Because if your metrics tell you that the average player is spending 6 hours of play time, but those 6 hours have 5 hours of them just farming dungeons, that doesn't mean that they enjoy the game. So correct your metrics, because otherwise it's dumb and fake analytics that will drive you in the wrong direction. Because simply like, if it's like, let's say, a telecommunication company and they are appraising people by the number of calls they take. So someone will just lift up the phone and say, hello, this is XYZ company, thank you for calling. And then he will take the next call and the next call. This guy did 100 calls, but he didn't solve any problems. The customers are furious because he's just hanging up on them. But number-wise, for number of calls metric, this guy is awesome. He's the first of his team. So Plarium, the timing game, is a fake metric that you're depending on to translate into players' enjoyment of the game. If you don't release actual good content in the game, pretty soon you'll start losing players. I'm 100% with Jgiggs, calling out to everyone to just stop spending till they fix all of that crap. Numbers will talk. Let them see that we are unhappy about this. I guess that's it for the rant video for today. Thank you for tuning in. Um, do I want to tell you to ask you to keep playing Raid at the end of this video? Yes, yes, yeah. Support the channel, keep playing Raid, but let's tell them that we are unhappy about it by just stopping any spin that we do in the game. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.